ASMR. Hey everybody, so today I have another collab video. It is Pizza Week in the ASMR, Mukbang, whatever community. If anyone wants to join in, just make a pizza video and just tag it how I say in the description. I have some Little Caesars today, nothing special. It's just left over from when my son wanted Little Caesars. I have a Diet Coke. Now, Little Caesars is not my favorite at all. Especially the cheese is pretty plain, but it's cheap. I dipped it in a little Wingstop ranch. Sometimes I enjoy Little Caesars. Like if you've been craving pizza a long time, but you don't have a lot of funds on you, sometimes a good old cheap old $5 pizza really, it's a spot. I will say though that their pizza gives me major heartburn or acid reflux. I think for me their pepperoni and the sauce is just very acidy. As far as chains go, I think my favorite as far as chains go, and I don't even know if they're still open anywhere, is the big slices of pizza in the food court. I don't know how you pronounce it. I've never have Sbarro, whatever. The Sbarro pizza. Always love that pizza. And I like Papa John's over Domino's and Pizza Hut. But my favorite pizza overall is actually from a convenience store back home in Maine. It's called the Nobleboro Village Store. And it's just this little convenience store, like in the middle of nowhere, rural Maine, like a lot of them. And it doesn't even have gas pumps or anything. You know, they sell convenience stuff like snacks, drinks, bread, cat food, canned food, like whatever you'd find it, like some frozen stuff, beer, scratchy tickets as we like to call them, the little lottery scratch-offs, candy, and then convenience stores and gas stations back home that aren't chains. They have like the best steamed hot dogs, Italian sandwiches, hot grinders. Now Italian sandwiches, just back home in Maine, that's literally just any type of cold sandwich on long Italian bread with like oil, salt, pepper, maybe a little vinegar. A lot of times you get like a ham Italian, which would be just ham and cheese, pickles, onions, black olives with oil, salt, and pepper on top, and a little bit of vinegar. Sometimes the hot sandwiches are called hot grinders. Sometimes they're just called toasted sandwiches. And then, like, they all have their own, like, recipe of pizza. And my favorite is the Nobleboro store pizza. So I guess if you're ever in Nobleboro, Maine, check out the Nobleboro Village store and get a slice of pizza. Or order a whole pizza. I used to have a different favorite pizza from back home. When I was growing up in the town of Waldoboro, which was just a town over from where I grew up, there was a little store or little shop called the Movie Pizza Shop. And they had movie rentals. And they had pizza, hot grinders, french fries, ice cream. And then during the mid-90s, when there was like a big rush on comic book stores where people would buy comics and collector's cards, Randy, who owned and ran the place, had a big section of comic books too. The pizza was like my favorite. It was so good. And like every Sunday night when I was in high school, I would get so bummed that the next day was Monday and I had to go back. That my mom would run me over to the store and I'd pick out a movie to try and entertain myself for like a little bit of happiness before I had to go to bed and go to school the next day. So that place kind of holds like some happy memories for me. You know, not just how good the pizza was, but just, you know, going in there, I enjoyed looking around, picking out a movie, looking at the comics. Now, I was visiting home a couple years ago, and I had gotten some of his pizza. And then a couple months later, like on New Year's Eve, I wanted to get another pizza from there, but everybody else wanted Domino's. So I was like, well, it's not like the place is going anywhere. I can get one in like a week or two or something. He died a couple days later. The store never opened back up. And it was really sad. Like, I find it's so weird talking about it to other people because it's like, here I am, a chunky dunk, right? Talking about how sad I am that my favorite pizza place is closed down. And it's not even the fact that I can't get the pizza again. Yeah, that sucks, but like, I had always kind of wanted, and I had planned to sometime soon, like, tell Randy how much I had enjoyed just going in there and looking at things, and how it kind of helped me get through my anxiety of having to go to school the next day. On the weekends, I thought maybe that would be something he'd enjoy hearing. But I never got to do that. And it kind of gets me in the feels, but again, it's hard to talk about when you're chunky because it just makes it sound like you're sad that your favorite freaking pizza place closed. It's a sad state of affairs. I don't know. My son's favorite is Domino's. My husband likes a place out here called Italiano's. That's a little bit too acidy for me too. Pizza Hut is kind of a last resort for us. It's my mom's favorite. As far as frozen pizza, I like California Pizza Kitchen, thin crust, barbecue chicken pizza. I do not like DiGiorno at all. Growing up, my mom used to get those little, really thin Celeste pizzas. They were super cheap, but we always loved the Mama Celeste pizzas. I don't know if they still make them or not. I haven't seen them in a long time. There's a lot of chewing. I'm actually filming these videos, at least some of them. The pizza and the sandwich video I filmed ahead of time because I had the stuff I wanted, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get them over with because I really want to try and get back on track with healthier eating. So I might as well just get all these out with a bang. And I had just filmed a video before this where my video cut off like 3 times or something, and I didn't even know until I'd been talking for like 5 minutes each time. So I thought I'd film this video before I have to go edit that video. That's one of the reasons I'm saying if you want to participate in these collabs, to check my description box for what to tag them or whatever, because since I'm filming these like a week or two in advance, I have no idea what exactly we're tagging them yet until I put it up. So speaking of which, I'm gonna end this video now because I do not want to have to edit the crap out of this one too.